会继续做。
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Well, welcome to the Eves Auction Room here, and of course a special welcome to our viewers that are watching via the live stream as well across the World Wide Web. Starting our auctions early today, folks, at 12 noon here, because we've just got three properties up for you here. First one, obviously, as you'll be well aware, is a mortgagee auction, and then we've got two auctions that the other owners are in contract. We've brought the auctions forward to give everybody equal opportunity. So my name's Grant Child. My role is to simply facilitate the proceedings here today. Of course, I've got Robin looking after all the technology here in the auction room. If we don't quite get there today, one of my negotiation team, either the Jill Craig, either of the two Craigs or Gordon will step in. They will assist you at that point in time. Obviously, that only applies to the first property, the mortgagee, and that will only happen south of the mortgagee's reserve price that has been set. So let's turn our attention now to the rest of the documentation that's been widely circulated for you. Of course, the buyers and sellers guide put out by the Real Estate Authority. They've been made available to you through the agents that you've been working with, and of course available at the open homes. They are also available on the stand just outside of the auction room as well. If you bid today, folks, if you require consent from the Overseas Investment Office, you are bidding on the basis that you have obtained that or you are exempt. Of course, if you require any specialist reports, then you've got all those, you're satisfied with the content of those, the content of rather, and of course you have also got your finance all lined up and ready to go. Because you bid on a cash unconditional basis here today, folks, as with all options, you are also bidding on the terms that you have deemed to have accepted the vendor's title. So to the contract that we're working now, I take you folks in the first instance for the remaining two properties that have been brought forward. Conduct of auction has been set out on the front page. I'll go through the mortgagee one very shortly, folks, because there are variations to that. But in terms of the two properties that have been brought forward, you will be bidding on that cash unconditional basis. There will be no vendor bidding on any of the properties here today, and I won't be refusing any bids. Otherwise, everything is all in line as set out in the conduct of auction. Obviously, the owners have set reserve prices subject to them being reached or exceeded here in the auction room today. If the hammer falls in your favour, there are only two obligations of you. First one is to sign the contract, and the second one is to pay your deposit. We only ask for 10% of the purchase price here today, folks, and of course the balance is then payable on settlement date. If we have authorised telephone bidding in place, then I will alert you to that today, folks, prior to your bidding. So at this juncture, I'll be happy to answer any overall questions before we move on to the first offering, being number 21, Tainery Street, being the mortgagee. No questions? Okay, obviously with this property, folks, we haven't had access to the property at all, so we can't really talk too much about it. So all I can really tell you is it's a 1970s split stone, and to the mortgagee contract I now take you, and I'm going to just quickly go through some terms and conditions that you do bid on here today. But of course you bid on the basis that we have provided this documentation, and your bids tell me you have read through it and you accept this contract in its existing form. So we sell today the property at number 21 Tainui Street at the request of the ASB Bank, being the first mortgagee in exercise of their power of sale contained in Memorandum of Mortgage number 917156.2.3, registered in the South Auckland Registry Office, being the first mortgage. The legal description of the property of the state, fee simple, and all that parcel of land containing 860 square metres more or less, being lot 9 on deposit of plan 17196, and being all the land comprised and described in record of title SA 19B folio 198. A few extras in terms of the terms and conditions. I'll just go through and highlight for you, folks. Your bids today are inclusive of GST. There will be no vendor bidding on the mortgagee sale. You've got your deposit, I confirm, as 10% of the purchase price that is established here today. Your settlement date is 20 working days from today's date. You are purchasing the property as a standard with mortgagees, subject to existing tenancies. And in the contract, it very clearly states that no error, omission or misdescription of the property shall annul the sale. As far as risk and insurance is concerned, the property will remain at the sole risk of the vendor for just 1 working day from today's date. So after the end of play tomorrow, it will be your responsibility to take care of the insurance. of the property. You are bidding on the basis you are deemed to have accepted the vendor's title. There are no warranties whatsoever made by the vendors, and there are no chattels included in the sale, nor anything in the nature of a fixture. We also have authorised telephone bidding on this property, folks, so if you see people submitting bids by the phone, then we have been authorised by the mortgagee to accept those bids. So back to the property itself there. Like I said, I can't really tell you too much about it. It's been tucked nicely away down there in a right away. It's surrounded by trees there, sort of the red lines around it, indicative of the boundary. Don't specify the boundaries indeed. And of course, just to highlight the fact that nice and private out the back there. Well, but it is really all about location today, folks, which is probably why our auction room is full here this morning. So without further ado, I put it to the floor now. Who would like to start the bidding away at number 21 Tainui Street? $300,000. $300,000. We're going $50,000 rises from there at 300 it is. At $300,000 at the back of the room there. At 300, who takes me to 350? Let's go there quickly now. First call, got your bid up the back there at 350 it is. At 350, take me to 4 if you will. At $350,000 right on the back door now. Pardon? 375. No, taking 50s at this juncture. 350 at 4 it is. At $400,000 it is down here at 400. 450 up the back there, shall we say there for you, sir? $400,000. 450, got it down here at 450 first. At 450, taking 50s at this juncture. At 450 it is down here at $450,000. I'll take the 75 then at 475. It only takes us longer to get there at 475. Can we say 5? At $475,000 quickly now at $475,000. Do we say 500 on the phone down here at 475? First call now, 475 and 5 in front. Got it down in front. Do we say 525 there? At 525 on the back, and then you recorded 50, is it there, sir? At $525,000, it's at the back of the room now. First call now, 525. Second time at 520. 550 it is now, straight back at 75, shall we say there, sir? At 550 and 75 we go. At 575, back left hand corner now at 575, who takes me to 6 here. At $575,000, first call 6. Got it right on the back wall there at $600,000. Still taking 25s from you, sir, or is it on the phone? At $600,000, leaning on the back wall in the centre of the room there at 600 even. At $600,000, are we back in for 25 more? First call now at $600,000, hadn't done its time. Second time, 625, got it here. At 625, do we say 650 on the back wall here? 650 it is. At 650, I've got it on the back wall at 650 first. At 650, it's back, up the back there, centre. Back wall, $650,000. Do we say 75? At 650 it is at this point in time. First call now at 650. Second time at $650,000. Third, last opportunity. Are we allowed to put your bid there? Thank you, sir. At 675 now. At 675. Welcome to the view bidder now at 675. Straight back at 7, is it there, sir? At 675 on the back wall here. 700, do I say for you there, sir? At $675,000. First call now at 675. Do I have 7 from you there, sir? Second time at 675. 680. 680. Just takes us longer to get there. Choke treated. 85. 90. 685 it is. Against you now at $685,000. 685, first call now, still take the 5s if it's going to help you. Second time at $685,000. 690 we go, 95, should we say that? 95 there. At $695,000 on the back wall now. Another 5 is it from your buyer there, Leanne, on the phone. First call now at $695,000. Second time at $695,000. In or out? Third, last opportunity for you to join us at $695,000. Done, finished, silent at 695. Do we have another 5? 700. 700 now. At 700 to 705, my instructions are clear. Highest bidder owns the property here today. At $705,000 on the back wall. We're on the market. We sell for the highest bidder. At 705, it's done, finished, silent. First call now at 705. Take anything you put on top, otherwise it goes. Second time now at $705,000 at Tainui Street. Third, final opportunity. Quickly now, take a single if it's going to help. 706, take the singles then, shall we say? 10, did you say there, sir? 710, at 710. On the back wall now at 710, at 710. Are we done? Finished, silent then, quickly. Out it goes then at 710. First call now at 710, take anything on top. Second time now, won't be taking any late mids though. Third, final opportunity, quickly. In or out, done, finished, silent, it goes, it goes. Moving straight on, folks, 65, Gate Drive. This is the next one, Carol Baby's been making himself for this one. It's around somewhere. Where are you, Carol? Hi, please. Thank you. Carol Baby's been marketing consultant for this one, folks. The street appeal of this property certainly tells the story as to why we are here today and not next week at the scheduled auction date. The legal aspect of the property, an estate and freehold, 696 square metres more or less, being your land holding, all as described in record of title SA 61B folio 206. 20 working days is your settlement date for this one, folks. And any changes to the channels list that we have on the screen there, Carol? No changes there. So certainly a well manicured 696 square metres of land, more or less, and there's plenty of room for family fun times outdoors here. Barbecues in the sun or undercover, well, those are all part of the choices for you. Certainly a well proportioned layout. You've got that good feeling of space with the two living areas. All I can suggest to you buyers, this real estate cannot be lost or stolen. So that makes it a pretty sound investment in your future. The auction has been brought forward. The owner is in contract. I'm now happy to take any bids over $680,000. Anything over 680 earns you the opportunity to bid for the keys. Happy to take a single on top. Your opportunity is right here, right now. Do I have 681 anywhere? Quickly now. First call, auction's been brought forward to help you. Second time. Third, last chance, in or outs. Carol, being no further bids, I now declare the property sold at $680,000. Of course, congratulations to ourselves. Thanks, Richard. Congratulations. Well done. Alright, moving straight on, folks. Number 7, Stable Way, Courtney Benson and Dirk Murray. Dirk, thank you. Courtney and Dirk have been jointly marketing this property, folks. So if you're looking for an ideal lock and leave travel, then this one will certainly suit you, folks, and of course a good retirement home as well, because it's nice and easy to look after as well. Looking at the legal aspects, an estate and freehold, 400 square metres more or less, being your land holding, all in record of title 811527. 15 working days, team is the settlement date for this one. No changes there. Alright, and channels list all is circulated there, no amendments to additions or deletions. So back to the property itself, folks. A nice private outdoor area with the urban views and the stunning sunsets as well is what you'll get to enjoy from that covered area there. You've got the nice fresh clean white lines, you've got the beautiful stone bench tops throughout the home as well there in the kitchen. Certainly well configured for entertainers. How it'll end, I don't know. That's entirely up to you here today, guys, because again, this auction has been brought forward. The owner is in contract. Happy to invite any bids over $695,000. Anything over 695 earns you the opportunity to bid for the keys for number 7, Stable Way in Brookfield. Chances here. Happy to take a single on top. First call now for any advance on at 695. Second time. Third, last opportunity, in or outs. Team, no further words. I'll declare the property. And of course, congratulations to ourselves. I'm back at around 3/4 now, folks, with another
'Congratulations.